Hey Los Blancos fans, welcome back. Today we're talking about our brilliant 1-0 victory over Juventus that sent us through to the quarterfinals, exclusive quotes from Xabi Alonso about Mbappe's return, Gonzalo Garcia's incredible form, and some fascinating insights about Trent Alexander-Arnold's impact in training that you absolutely need to hear. But before we dive into all the action, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the like button if you're excited about Madrid's Club World Cup journey. It really helps us bring you the best Real Madrid content every single day. Let's start with the main event. Real Madrid have officially booked their place in the Club World Cup quarterfinals after a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Juventus in what was a blockbuster round of 16 clash in Florida. Now, while the scoreline might suggest a tight affair, those who watched the match will tell you that Madrid absolutely dominated proceedings. We created chance after chance, wave after wave of attacks, and honestly, we deserved to win by several goals. The only reason it stayed 1-0 was because of an inspired performance from the Juventus goalkeeper, who seemed to have an answer for everything we threw at him. The hero of the night? None other than our rising star Gonzalo Garcia, who scored his third goal of the tournament. At just 21 years old, this kid is announcing himself on the biggest stage possible. The goal came from a perfect cross, and we'll talk more about who delivered that cross in just a moment. But Garcia's movement in the box and his finishing has been absolutely sensational throughout this tournament. What's even more impressive is how the team is growing stronger with each match. Despite the challenging conditions in Florida, and trust me, that heat was no joke, our players showed incredible resilience and tactical discipline to get the job done. Next up in the quarterfinals, we'll be facing either Borussia Dortmund or Monterrey. And honestly, after this performance against Juventus, you have to fancy our chances against anyone in this competition. Now let's get into some exclusive quotes from our manager, Xabi Alonso, who was absolutely glowing in his post-match assessment. And folks, when Alonso is happy, you know the team is doing something special. First up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Kylian Mbappe. Our French superstar has been working his way back to full fitness, and Alonso had some very encouraging words. I believe he will be in even better shape by Saturday. There's still time, and I trust Kylian completely. This is huge news for Madrid fans because when Mbappe is at 100%, this team becomes absolutely unstoppable. Even Juventus manager Igor Tudor noticed the difference, saying that Madrid goes at 200 kilometers per hour, but with Mbappe, it goes to 250. That's the kind of impact we're talking about. But here's what I love about Alonso's approach. He's not just focused on one player. When asked about the difficult decision of leaving Gonzalo Garcia on the bench due to Mbappe's presence, Alonso showed his tactical maturity. I'm not thinking about the next match right now. I'm happy with how we played today and what we did well. And about Garcia, specifically, Alonso couldn't hide his excitement. I'm very pleased with him and the whole team. He's been excellent, scoring goals and giving everything he has. We're pushing him to keep this up, and he's taking full advantage of every minute on the pitch. The manager also highlighted how this isn't a one-man show. When discussing Arda Güler, he said, "He's doing great, but it's not just him. Aurelian and Danny are also important. A team isn't built around one player. We're working on making our midfield stronger as a whole." And let's not forget Federico Valverde, who continues to be Alonso's trusted lieutenant. Having Fede makes my job much easier. He's a fantastic player who gives his all and motivates the rest of the team. Now here's a story that caught everyone's attention, and the headline might be a bit misleading if you don't know the context. Thibaut Courtois described Trent Alexander-Arnold as horrible in training. But before any Liverpool fans get worried, let me explain what he actually meant. Courtois was talking about Alexander-Arnold's crossing and set-piece ability, and horrible was actually the highest compliment he could give. Here's the full quote. "In training, he's horrible. His kicking is amazing. His free kicks, his corner kicks are really on another level. I don't think I saw some guy with his quality of kicking and crossing, so as a goalkeeper, sometimes it's a nightmare." This is coming from one of the world's best goalkeepers, folks. Courtois has faced some of the greatest set-piece takers in the world, and he's saying Alexander-Arnold is on another level entirely. And we saw that quality in action against Juventus, where Alexander-Arnold delivered the perfect cross for Gonzalo Garcia's winning goal. Courtois wasn't surprised. I think he could have already had a few in these 4 games. His pre-assist against Pachuca was also really good. Alonso also weighed in on his former Liverpool teammate, showing typical patience and understanding. Trent? I believe in him. He still needs time, but he's an amazing player. Crossing is his trademark. He's done 500 of those. But Alonso was also honest about areas for improvement. On the right, we sometimes need an extra foot. One-on-one dribbling isn't his thing. He comes to Madrid to compete, he's barely trained. Everything takes time. This shows the level of tactical awareness from our management team. They know exactly what they're getting with Alexander-Arnold, and they're working to maximize his strengths while addressing any weaknesses. Sometimes the best compliments come from your opponents, and Juventus manager Igor Tudor had nothing but praise for Real Madrid after last night's defeat. Tudor revealed something quite remarkable. As many as 10 of his players asked to be substituted during the game. That's almost an entire outfield team wanting to come off. Tudor explained, "It's a little bit of everything. End of season, tension for the game, then this heat that is what completes these conditions." But more importantly, he gave us incredible insight into just how good this Real Madrid team is. Tudor said, "Madrid has been more dangerous without the ball. With the ball, we were united and it was not easy to find spaces. Madrid is a first-class team. This is particularly significant because it shows how our pressing and defensive work has improved under Alonso. We're not just dangerous when we have possession. We're creating problems for opponents even when they have the ball." And that comment about Mbappe taking Madrid from 200 kilometers per hour to 250, that's a manager who knows he's just faced something special, and he's man enough to admit it. Looking at all of this together, what we're seeing is a Real Madrid team that's hitting its stride at exactly the right moment. The Club World Cup represents a real opportunity to claim silverware early in the season, and the signs are incredibly positive. Tactically, Alonso is showing excellent man management skills. He's integrating new signings like Alexander-Arnold while giving opportunities to young talents like Gonzalo Garcia. The fact that he's managing egos and expectations so well, balancing Mbappe's return with Garcia's form, shows why he was the right choice for this job. From a technical perspective, having a player of Alexander-Arnold's crossing ability gives us a completely different dimension in attack. Combined with Mbappe's pace and Garcia's movement in the box, we're becoming incredibly difficult to defend against. The respect we're earning from opponents like Juventus shows that this isn't just about individual quality. We're developing a team identity that other clubs are taking note of. When you can dominate possession while also being dangerous without the ball, that's the mark of a truly complete team. So there you have it, Los Blancos fans. Real Madrid are through to the Club World Cup quarterfinals, and everything is pointing toward an incredibly exciting end to this tournament. We've got Mbappe returning to full fitness, Gonzalo Garcia announcing himself as a future star, Alexander-Arnold showing why he's one of the world's best crossers, and a manager in Xabi Alonso who's getting the absolute best out of every single player. The quarterfinal can't come soon enough. And with performances like this, you have to believe that Real Madrid are the team to beat in this competition. That's all for today. Please leave your comments below about what you think of Garcia's emergence and Alexander-Arnold's impact, and don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited about our Club World Cup campaign. Thank you for watching.